BBC. I was doing a thing on ghost stories for them, doing a program on ghost stories for them. And I went to a party and the girl there told me a story, and it's based on that roughly, but it's slightly changed. I've introduced the footballers and and so on and so forth, but that's where it came from. And then Phil, I mentioned it to Phil, and he said, "Oh, I know somebody called Tim who's got very good camera. He's a good cameraman, and he'd be interested in doing it." So it went on from there.
First stages, what was all that like, getting all the planning together? Quite stressful?
No, not too bad at all really, because I've got a lot of people here that were helping. I just put the wheels in motion, and then suddenly Mike Pearson, the chap who's doing the lighting, was looking for locations, and then Judy, who Gareth knew, was the production assistant. She was making lots of phone calls and getting lots of things organised. So really, I didn't have to do that much. It was all sort of taken off within days of me putting the wheels in motion. Really.
So you've been able to thus just concentrate on directing?
That's right.
But always wanted to do a film. Always been interested in cinema and what cinema can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was very happy, and we've got a wonderful team around us. I just happen to know a lot of people, like Tim and Phil, who's an excellent director and have got a very good eye for film. Colin, who came in and did design, who is absolutely first rate. Judy, who coordinated the whole thing. So it was just a very good little team. It was amazingly painless.
Mom! Gran?
That's me. But do you know who you are?
Of course.
Well, you didn't yesterday. I think we'll rear you.
Well, the most challenging thing for me has been the interior shot in the bedroom, because the space was so small. If you can imagine, we're trying to get cameras in there with tracks, lots of lighting. We're trying to make it into a 60s room with dappled light on the wall and all that sort of thing. That was quite difficult and a hot situation to work in, a lot of people in a small room.
The most difficult thing to do was actually find a period football, because it's impossible to get them these days. So what we've actually got is a white netball which had large red and blue lettering on it, which has been sanded and then dyed, and then all the seams painted separately. And there's a notice on the lamppost which covers a neighbourhood watch poster and a sign about big lorries going. I happened to find something to cover, and I happened to find a period poster, which is a stripe poster, probably about 1930s.
Well, most of the work is beforehand, actually, is making sure that everybody's got what they need and knows what they've got to do, where to be, and make sure everybody's got scripts, liaise with a cameraman, just liaising with everybody, really, and millions of phone calls, talking to props people, phoning up about ancient cars, all sorts of unexpected things, buying safety pins.
Mike Pearson, who did the lighting, the sound, is an excellent person. He helped enormously, and he got hold of various actors, and we auditioned them in various places and so forth and so on. And I found that quite interesting. The auditioning the actors and seeing what they could do,
Lighting has always been a great interest, so that's why I continued on into the video field and find it fascinating working with actors. It's really good to work on drama.
Speed. Action!
How's the patient this morning?
All right.
You're looking better.
My role in this particular film was directing the actors, getting the actors to... That was the greatest difficulty, really, because we're under such pressure of time that there isn't time to really rehearse the actors properly. And I had to keep nipping in and saying, can you do this bit and this bit, and I want this like that, and so forth.
It's just natural speech, but it's smiling, but it's got this, come on, this won't do, get your togs on.
All right.
So it all runs, don't pause it too much.
If I was casting myself, I wouldn't have been able to choose anybody better, because I thought that they're all tremendous, very enthusiastic and natural. Tom the boy, he's got a lovely face for this film, and he's doing very well with his lines. I was amazed how he was able to go back when we said to a certain part of the script and repeat it time and time again, keep it fresh all the time, and I thought he did marvellously for his age. I mean, it's quite astounding. He's a bit of a star, really.
And the actors have been absolutely superb, I think. I'm really impressed with the way they've contributed to it. The little boy particularly, because it's the first thing he's done. But all of them have really worked with very good tempers, concentrated, and turned in excellent performances, I think.
And Estelle, of course, she's done very well. A lot of small acting in her eyes. You can really see the emotion. And I've edited some of those kitchen scenes, and it's really nice, the close-ups of Estelle, that works beautifully.
It's a dream. It's a white vest or a door. It doesn't matter, Gran.
Look. Look there.
Obviously there's a lot of liaising with the cameraman with this kind of thing. How's that been?
Well, fine. I mean, Tim's got a short fuse, and so you have to be a little bit careful what you say. But I used to be a cameraman, and so I know what I want, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to embark my vision of the shot, and sometimes it doesn't always work, and so you've got to sort of tread carefully and try and come to an understanding. But we've worked together on many professional programs in the past, so we have a good understanding, and he understands that I'm a bit choosy, and he is also very choosy as well and fussy, and wants to make a nice shot of each situation.
I'm looking forward to seeing the finished job. I mean, Phil has edited some short clips together, and it's looking really good. So, yeah, I mean, that's the main thing I'm looking forward to. It was hard work working on it. At times not particularly enjoyable because of the pace at which we worked at. But I think it'll be very rewarding once it's all finished.
The actual joy of it will be when it's completed and I look at it and see how close the vision is to the vision you have in your head.
That's all it was. A dream.
Look. Look there.
Very impressed by the way everybody's worked together. There were no real hold-ups, nothing really vitally went wrong at all, and it's a very complicated process making a film.